Okay. We're going to call this meeting to order. Where am I? What am I doing here? Need my glasses. Oh, that's way better. We're going to do a call to orders, and we know Ryan's out. I'm here. Kyle?
Here.
Christine?
Here.
Alina?
Here.
Christy?
Here.
Mohammed? Oh, didn't. He's probably not coming? He's probably in traffic. Okie doke, so let's stand for the pledge, since it's 6.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Do we have any public comments? Brad, stepping up. How about the consent agenda, my friends? Do we have questions, comments, motions? Kyle?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor of the motion, raise your hand, and that is a unanimous pass. So this regular agenda, can we put these, I looked at this, A and E together? I think they were all, was the first 3, did they have the conditional, same conditional?
I think E did.
So,
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
E didn't, so A, B, C, D, I think did.
Did you not put these in?
ABC.
A, B, C had the same. Yeah, so let's put those together. Okay, here it is. Skyway, what is this one? Match this up. Hold on a second. Let me get my little organizational skills on
I
here.
think D and E go together though.
Okay, so we're gonna put A, B, and C together. Preliminary plats, consideration and possible action to approve preliminary plat for Meridiana Detention Reserve H2 Phase 1. Preliminary plat for Meridiana Detention Reserve J2. Preliminary plat for Meridiana Section 14A. Miss Jess, can you give us a little synopsis here for our?
Yes, ma'am. So with agenda item A, B, and also C, they're all conditional approvals. 3 of them have the same condition, which is to provide drainage plan approval from the drainage district. And then item C, which is section 14A, has an additional condition whereby providing water and a sewer summary for Meridiana or confirm the summary table provided by staff is accurate.
And there's a nod from the audience of Mr. Brad. Questions, comments, salutations, motions.
I'll make a motion that we approve A, B, and C with conditional approval.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion on the table, please raise your hand. And it's a unanimous yes. And we'll move on to, I was just going to say, the final plat. And they also have the same conditions, or they have the same, we can put them together. Yeah. So, let's put together, hold on, let me put this back over here. We're going to put D and E together. Consideration and possible action to approve final plat for Meridiana Section 32B and final plat for Meridiana Section 4A East. Get that right? I did. Okay, so Ms. Jess?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Jess?
Staff is not recommending approval of agenda items D and E. Both of the agenda items have the same reasons to not approve for the recommendation. That is, number one, provide letters from the utility companies indicating that their required easements are correctly shown on the plat and verifying availability of utility service. Two, providing water and sewer summary from Meridiana, or confirm that the summary table provided by staff is accurate.
So is the second condition on this one the same as this, as one of the conditions on the other one? I mean, and the main problem is the first one.
They are the same. The difference is, agenda items A, B, and C were preliminary plats, and this
Okay.
is a final plat. So once that final plat is approved, we say go and construct,
Right.
and they construct,
Right.
and then once everything's constructed, it's recorded and lots exist.
Okay.
So what we don't want is to have lots that would
Right.
exist without
Without utilities.
confirmation.
And we've had this conversation several times.
Yes, ma'am.
We've had this conversation several times.
Might have been out. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
She was not out.
No,
She was not out.
we've had this conversation. We seem to repeat this conversation. Poor Brad. Almost as poor as we are. So remember our positive, negative. Any questions? Okay, sorry.
No.
I'll second.
Wait a minute, do we have?
Christine made
She
a
made the
motion.
motion.
Okay, you made the motion to approve?
D and E. Correct. Correct.
And
She's just,
and you seconded?
yeah, I did.
Make sure we're on the same page. All those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed, raise your hand. Here we go. See, we're getting really good at this, Brad, aren't we? You guys, not so much. Okay, so we are gonna move on to
Valencia.
Valencia. Okay. Am I still on here? Let's see, where are we? Valencia. Consideration and possible action to approve the final plat for Valencia Lake E and F.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Jess?
Staff is not recommending approval of agenda item F. We have 9 reasons why we do not recommend approval. That is, number 1, to revise the vicinity map to show the city limit lines and ETJ area. 2, revise to include signature at the time of final plat submittal. 3, the acreage indicated on the plat and the CPL have slight variations. Please revise for consistency. 4, revise to include lien holder's acknowledgement and signature on the face of the plat. 5, review and revise to show all easements indicated on the city planning letter. If the referenced easements are not part of the subdivision, revise the CPL accordingly. Also, the American Canals and Pipeline easements are addressed in the submitted preliminary plat and are not included in the final plat. 6, provide a revised agenda request form that checks Planning, Development, and Zoning Commission and uses the following standard language to ensure the acreage and description match the plat on the title block. Description is in the attached report. Number 7, provide drainage district signatures at final submittal. 8, provide a letter of no objection from CenterPoint Energy. And 9, the proposed final plat includes acreage that was not included in the preliminary plat. Please revise to conform to the preliminary plat. Additionally, provide markup showing all changes made since the approval of said preliminary plat.
Brad, have you been hanging out with these guys? Goodness. Questions? Comments? Motions?
They're aware that it's not being approved. It was submitted, and typically we have a submittal. We review it, we provide comment back. In this case, they didn't resubmit in order to get it back, in order to resolve comments before PD and Z. So, yes, ma'am.
Isn't that 30-day, we're in that 30-day loop thing?
Yes, ma'am, 30-day clock.
So, either way, we kind of gotta. So,
I make a motion to approve agenda item F.
Second.
all those in favor of the motion on the table, raise your hand. All those opposed, raise your hand. Bada bing. Okay. Looky there, how easy that was. And Consideration and possible action to, letter G, to direct staff to provide applicants written statements of the conditions of any conditional approvals and the reasons for disapproval of any plans or plats that were not approved by Texas Local Government Code 212-0091. Motion?
Motion to approve item G.
I'll second.
All those in favor, please raise your hand. And it's unanimously passed. Letter H, consideration and possible action to approve excused committee member absences. Motion, questions, please don't.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, raise your hand. And we are,
Almost done.
almost done with one
Make a
more.
motion to adjourn.
All those in favor? And there we go. Look at that.